Alright guys, so basically with the back of the car, you have the jack point right there. You want to jack it up there, and then I can't even see in the camera right there. And then take these off, lift the car up, and take off the suspension. Alright guys, sorry about the wind. I got this tire off. When I got these tires installed, they ended up tightening these down a little too hard, so I've been out here about for an hour trying to get this tire off, or this wheel off, and as you can see, pretty rusty. You know, I live in Florida, so it's a lot of rain, and so here's the coilovers in here. I just gotta clean off this strut towel here, and then put more anti-seize on it. And what basically I'm gonna do is take this out and take off the adjuster ring, and I'm gonna take that one adjuster ring out, and then I'm gonna sit on top right up in here. You see that one adjuster ring right there? It's silver. Taking that out, and then I'm gonna lower it down, so I'm gonna basically sit on the top part. Take some water here, clean off the studs there. The other tire is kind of, the lug nuts are kind of like seized a little bit over there, but I am getting some progress. I got like 4 of them out, and just waiting on that last one to get loose. I put some WD-40 on it just to kind of give it, kind of break it loose a little bit. But hopefully I'll be able to get it off. Alright, I'm gonna dry this off, and then I'm gonna put some anti-seize on it once I break this loose and turn it. Because once you take off the spring, you're definitely going to have to adjust the struts. I can't see in here, so yeah, the struts are going to be here. The struts are going to be here, and I got to turn it up to the new ride height. Unscrew the bolt at the bottom down here. This bolt right here. So when I release this right here, take off this ring here, I'm going to spin it all the way up here, and then I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to turn it until I meet where the new height is. Alright guys, so I got the passenger side off just like the driver's side over there. There's the strut, and this bolt right here, I'm going to loosen that one, and that will take off the strut. Make sure that's right. Yeah, it's going to take out the strut here, and then let me see. Yeah, I'm doing this. Take this one out, and I'm going to use this breaker bar because I don't have a big enough wrench for it. So the suspension, the thing here, both is hanging. I'm not going to take this out yet until I do the other side. Alright guys, the suspension kind of dropped down by itself on both sides. I would recommend putting something underneath. This side fell down too, so I was kind of surprised. I was kind of caught off guard right there. So something could have happened. Just be careful with this thing. spring is hanging down here on the brake thing here. Probably could have ripped that out, I don't know, but there's the spring. Next time I'll make sure I do have this in place. That was surprising. And the only reason why that happened because I never did it that way before. So yeah, here's the springs. They're pretty dirty driving around, but they're still brand new and they look good. This is the adjuster rings on the bottom. I'm just going to take this out. It's easy to turn. So I'm not going to be on this adjuster ring anymore. Just going to be strictly, I mean, I'm not sure how much lower it's going to make it. That's why I got my brush. Yeah, I took the brush in. There's no need to clean this because I'm not going to be sitting on this anymore. Alright, so we're off. No more adjusting. I'm pretty much sitting on the springs, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to ride on springs only. So I guess in this video, guys, you're gonna see how low it is. I was in there, so no more adjuster rings. It's not even a coilover in the back. Just like we're on lower end springs, pretty much. I'm gonna have to change that exhaust. Maybe do a angled tip and have the exhaust tucked in underneath here. If I'm gonna go low like that in the back, I'm gonna have to, can't have that pipe hanging out the back. All right, I gotta be careful with this thing here because now the new ride height. All right, so now what I have to do is I have to loosen this ring up here. I mean, I should be cleaning this off, but basically what you do, I'm gonna have to raise it and put this down. There's a lot of anti-seize on here from the last time I did this. Kind of gunks it up, pretty much. More like seize than anti-seize. Just loosen this up a little bit. Got a lot of anti-seize up in there. Alright, so on the other side I gotta do the same thing. As you can see, I'm loosening that. Still got some fresh anti-seize in there actually. Loosen this up. I put some WD-40 on it. Probably gonna, I didn't even clean it up. Loosen that up right there because you're gonna have to twist this bottom part to bring it up underneath here. So you're gonna raise the strut. Let me show you how you do it. You're gonna twist the bottom half of this like that until it gets to the ride height. And then when I say ride height, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna clean this off. I should have used gloves on one of these, but sometimes I don't like to use gloves. Jack this up a little bit more until the spring touches up. This is gonna be super low, guys. I pretty much just took, I don't know how many inches this is. Hopefully this thing doesn't be scraping. And I gotta make sure the spring is touching the top before I can tighten it up. So once I get the spring to touch, the spring is touching, but it has to be not moving. It can't move. And then once it can't move, I got to put like 5 millimeters of pressure on it, and then I can tighten it down. So that 5 millimeters is going to be key for this. Alright guys, so it looks like we're going to be going super low on this Cruze. So the spring has now touched, moves a little bit. The strut is in here, and it needs to be right over this so the bolt can go through. This is your strut. It's going down the side here, which is covered. The Chevy Cruze has this thing like kind of like welded or not around it. Right here, as you can see, is at an angle. It needs to go flush over this right here. So now you guys know this strut has to align with this hole at the new ride height, and by doing that you adjust it with this, then it goes up and it meets with this hole. Just right here. Now if it's not flush, like you see in there, you have to turn the strut tower until this moves up and aligns itself. That's where I'm at right now. That's how you move or adjust your coilover. So what I want to do is start threading this in because it's somewhat aligned. The springs, this is the time I wish I had a drill. So that bolt is in there, I gotta just keep turning it. Also, don't forget to tighten down this. I hope I don't have any rubbing or scrubbing, because it took me a long time to get this these wheels off. Alright guys, so I got the coilovers adjusted with just the spring. The springs are not moving. I tightened this down. No, just hand tighten this thing. I'm gonna do the other one and then put the tires back on and let's see how it looks. Watching the video, shout out to B&R. These coilovers look really good. I mean, I really wanted to do a review on these a long time ago, but I just didn't have the time, and plus I didn't have too much of the knowledge. And these coilovers most definitely look great in the back, slammed like that. I wouldn't go any lower than that. I'm really satisfied with these coilovers. Well, the car is evened out now, so I'm definitely loving these coilovers. If you're interested in these coilovers, man, I would say, yeah, I beat these coilovers up, man. Like, the suspension is tough, and the ride quality is fucking amazing. I mean, they're a step over the OEM, so you can adjust how soft you want them to ride and how stiff you want them. So that says a lot for itself, you know. So yeah, I did read on their website that they beat up the coilovers, but I don't think they beat them up the way I beat them up, though, because I was driving up some uneven roads and taking them down some really nasty, bumpy and like potholes and sinkhole type streets, like really bad streets. And I drove over them on purpose just to see how the suspension would react to it.